Okay, so you guys you creep down the hallway. Are you trying to be quiet? Are you speaking in hushed voices? How are you going about doing this?
Yeah, I think we're being quiet. We're probably a little antsy since there's only 4 of us this time.
Okay. Well, let's beef.
We don't have any plans because we have no idea what's down here. Let's get to that. Is there a door to the north then?
Hold on a second. What's that?
There's a door to the north there?
Yeah, actually, no, there isn't. It's actually just an archway.
Okay.
So you'll creep down this long hallway, and the first door on your right you will see there, and it will go off into the darkness as well. And then that will end in a doorway that looks like, if you look on your map, there's possibly a way down.
Right. Move up to that intersection.
Okay. If you look into the distance, you can't really see that far down because of your torchlight, but on your map it shows you a room.
Yeah, so if we start moving north up through that archway, and we see there's something off to the west, is that another archway there?
Yeah, that's an archway as well.
Okay. And then there's a door at the
There's a door at the end of that hallway.
Okay.
That leads to what looks like a small room on your maps.
That door, Seer fails, but Tarv succeeds.
Okay. He actually doesn't hear anything in that room.
Seer will search the door for traps.
Okay.
Yeah, at least I'm useless in combat.
You do not find any traps whatsoever.
Okay. Pop that sucker open.
Okay, so, I'm sorry, which was the one with the stairs? Okay. You open it up, and you will see another set of stairs that go down. These just like cast iron stairs that just spiral down to the depths below.
No faces, nothing.
No faces, kind of boring, actually. Just a cast iron set of stairs.
Right back.
Okay.
We've been playing Hackmaster Basic.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. The guy that's running it's ran Hackmaster, the regular Hackmaster before, so he's got a basic understanding of the way those guys write games, and I mean it's old school, but then it's got all the fiddly
characterizational.
There's like a ton of there's like tables galore, and so everybody's got like a flaw and
like a boon or something like that.
I'm trying to think. You don't even get that. It's like it's 2 flaws, but one's more like a personality thing, and the other one's more of a something that's actually like can be a problem. Like my guy's like greedy and nosy. So I'm playing a dwarf fighter that's greedy and nosy. But one of the guys is like allergic to mold or something.
Oh boy,
like,
that is not good for dungeon crawling.
Yeah, and like you can be like sterile and have a limp and all kinds of other
That's
things.
interesting.
But the combat's really crazy. It's supposed to be tactical with minis, but the guy that's running it doesn't do minis, doesn't do the tactical stuff, but he still runs the other part. So essentially, all the combat happens in 1 second segments. And so
sounds kind of tricky.
All of us have a sheet in front of us that goes 1 to 60.
Oh wow!
And you can track on that sheet
how
where
many
you're
seconds,
at.
like
so
how many seconds each action takes.
When you roll into combat, depending on whether you're surprised or they're surprised or nobody's surprised, you roll a different die for initiative. Then you have an initiative penalty or bonus depending on your character, like other things like your dexterity or the armor you're wearing or whatever. So you add that all together. So the baseline's a D12, but like maybe the thief gets a D10, or the elves all get like a die better or something because they're just more attuned to this sort of thing. So thieves and elves get a die better. So they're rolling a D10 for initiative, and they might roll a 1, and then they have an initiative penalty of 2, so they'll start on 3. and then you rolled an 8. You have an initiative penalty of 4. You start on 12. And it sounds like brutal, but once it gets going, it's fine. Like once you've done it a couple times, so it gets to your initiative, and if you get attacked before your initiative, you can actually like get your attack back. Like that actually kicks off your initiative, so you slide back if you've actually been struck before your initiative went off. But if you're still surprised, you haven't gotten to your initiative yet, you have a worse defense die, like instead of a d20, so everything's opposed. So I could roll like a 5 on my hit and get like a total of 8, but the DM might roll like a 2 on his defense and only get like a 6.
Oh, okay.
So my
it's dynamic,
8 would
I guess.
still hit.
Okay.
Because the guy screwed up his defense.
That's interesting. I've actually seen people do that in D20 games.
And then you're like, a battle axe takes like 12 seconds before you can swing it again. So I swung it on 8. Now I'm up to 20 before I can swing. So I'm standing there and the guy with the dagger stabbed me 3 times.
That sounds interesting.
Until I can come around and swing the axe again.
Huh.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's overly complicated. It doesn't. You don't. I mean, I'm satisfied with this kind of combat, but it is kind of fun to play that way.
Huh. All right. So you guys have found the stairs down, the cast iron stairs, and there's that other room that's closer to the what was that, west.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we go back down. Go down this. Let's just keep going. We'll get to the bottom and work our way up. It's always a good idea. Dungeons. Start with the purple worms and work back.
There is a doorway in front of there. You want to check that for traps as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Does not look like there's any traps.
Open it up.
Okay. Click open the door. Inside looks like there was. I don't know. It looked like there's bookshelves that were in here originally. There's no books on them. It's very dusty. Doesn't look like anybody's been here for a long time.
I'm going to search the bookshelves to make sure there's nothing.
Okay.
Maybe a find.
I guess that's, yeah, would that be like a, I guess.
It's 33. It's the same as the remove traps. I guess.
Don't really find anything. Yeah, that's, like, the whole, there is no, like, search. I guess I've just been using a D6 if I need, like, a search roll. But, yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything on there. It looks like it was maybe a personal apartment of somebody, and they've since moved on or died. Or dragged away into the darkness. There's
a door or an archway on the south side?
Yeah, there's a doorway to the south side, but it's actually creaked open.
Okay.
And then there's an archway at the end into the larger, long hallway. And you guys can give me a hear noise check when you get to the end.
Nope.
Yep, fear.
Across the hallway in one of those rooms, it sounds like you hear like low moaning, something like that.
Check the hammer.
Yeah, it will glow actually. But do you think that is across the hallway? Yeah, like down that way.
Go clobber someone dead.
Depends on which way you guys want to go and how you want to go about it. Because like I said, the deeper you go, the more, if you look at the map, the more complex it gets, and there's more loops, and
Yeah, let's go check out this little quadrant here.
Okay, so you're gonna go south then?
Yeah. We go across the hall. We thought the sound was coming from.
You think the sound is coming from that way? Yes.
And this is another archway.
Yeah, another archway. Watch all archways. And the closer you get, the louder you'll hear it.
It's just one voice.
Why don't you guys roll under wisdom?
Nope.
Nothing made it.
He thinks there's possibly anywhere from 3 to 6 voices. It's hard to tell.
3 to 6. There's one. Any skeletons or zombies? They shouldn't. I think I was in pneumonia like that.
And on the out of character thing, you've gone down a level of the dungeon.
Yeah.
so yeah. Out of character knowledge, you know that.
Okay. Well, I'll have to find something eventually. Being silent doesn't really help me too much against these kind of the undead. They'll smell me before they'll notice anything else, probably. All right. Well, I guess we head down, led by our crazy ass undead stomping hammer.
Okay, so my two guys take lead. We'll take lead. Then.
Okay.
And I want to double check that door for traps.
Yeah, is there a door to the south as we go down that hallway?
Okay. So, yeah, there is a door right there. Yeah.
Okay, and is the groaning getting louder?
The closer you get to the door, the louder it'll be.
We're gonna check that door for traps.
Traps. Okay. Let's see here. You do not believe that the door is trapped.
Okay.
Or locked.
Which way does it open?
Looks like it opens into the room.
So I could push it open and scoot back behind you guys, or you guys could just, I guess you could just push it open with a hammer.
Yeah, just kick the door in.
Because if we stay in the hallway, we're going to have less room to fight, but we're also going to be less likely to be surrounded by these things. So they're going to be as narrow as we are.
There could be a bunch of them. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can.
Worst comes to worst, we can hightail it this way and go through block off one of these doors. If we get into trouble. I'm not going to be too much help from the second line in this fight, but...
Yeah. So what do the fighters do? I'm guessing that Scilius and Targ are on the front line.
It's
Nothing, because Metham's got the hammer.
Oh, Metham's got the hammer. That's right.
So my boys are up front.
Oh, both your boys.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in the second line.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Unless you guys, you guys do however you want. I don't know. Do you want Targ to be beside the cleric, or do you want him to be in the second line, or how do you guys want to do it?
what I'm worried about is our best fighter being being in the second line and not being able to fight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, so he's going to be...
Oh, that's right. He's your main character. I always think the cleric's your main character, and he's not. Okay. All right, so tell me what you guys do. There is a doorway. It's unlocked.
Yeah, so I'm kind of unlatching the door, pushing it a little bit, stepping back, and he's going to bump it open with a hammer.
Okay. All right, that'll work. All right, so you knock open the door.
What do we see?
Inside the room, I think
I've got weapons ready, but it's not much I can do.
it's about, what, 40 or so
We
by...
can get into the room and not be too threatened. I say to go for it.
Yeah, it's like a medium-sized room. You guys kick open the door. Inside, you'll see very ethereal, sort of dark, shadowy shapes. Let's see here. They are moaning, and their mouths are sort of stretched down to where you think their stomach might be, and their mouths sort of waver and undulate.
Kind of turn before we start smacking. Claire can try to
I'll
turn.
try to make a turn. I'll make a turn with that. Maybe we can take on a smaller group from that way. Lucky.
Okay. Do you want to pop off a turn undead? That's one thing I'm always a little tricky about. Turn undead thing.
I think it's a 2d6.
I think it's a 2d6 roll too. So why don't you roll 2d6?
You're trying to roll as high as possible.
Yeah, my roll as high as possible dice.
Okay. Yeah, just roll 2d6. I think you're looking. I think is it in the cleric section?
Yeah, maybe it is.
I think it's in the cleric section.
It's not under the word turn in the index. Something else is there. There's a turning table. Depending on how many hit dice these are.
Second level cleric.
Well, just for the sake of argument, I'll say the 2 hit dice.
Okay, so you need 7 or better to turn any of them.
That's a 9.
Okay. And then a number indicates that the player must roll that number higher 2d6. If successful, the player rolls 2d6 again, and the result equals the number of total hit dice of undead creature's turn.
Okay. 10.
10.
So the 2 hit dice creatures, I turned 5 of them.
Okay.
They're actually undead.
That's the thing that surprises you. You think you've done really well. You feel holy energy pour from you, and nothing happens.
Is the hammer still lit?
The hammer is still lit, though.
Are they coming at us?
Not as of yet. Like I said, you just burst into the room. So, door, turn undead. What's your fighter doing? Like I said, there's 4 of them in there. They're sort of ghostly, shadowy figures. Like I said, there's long, outstretched mouths. Sort of like the Scream mask, you know?
Basilius, how far would I have to step into the room to hit one of them? Or can I,
you think you'd probably have to step in maybe 10 feet into the room to hit them. If you moved into the room, that is.
Yeah. He's going to hold and wait for them to come at us, because we still want to try to fight them at the door of the hallway so that they can't all swarm on us.
Okay.
Keep it 2-on-2.
So you're not going in the room.
Right.
Okay. All right. So come down to initiative then.
Three.
Okay, you guys are first, but you guys are pretty much waiting until they do something, right? So they're going to move up towards you, and then I'll let you swing, and then they'll get to go.
All right. The first fighter.
What is he swinging with? What weapon?
The snake sword.
Okay.
And he misses.
All right. Actually, what armor class did he get?
He didn't get any armor class.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, my total is a 6.
Okay. All right.
And for Metham with the hammer of undead, hurting a lot.
Okay. He'll actually get the bonuses.
Okay.
So bonuses to hit, bonuses to damage. Not so much, eh?
So now when I roll a 2 on the die.
Okay. All right. So that is the first 2 guys. They're staying in the doorway. Okay. So in the doorway, I'll only let 2 of them attack you guys. Let's see here. Unless they can do tricky things. They might be able to do tricky things. All right. Okay. So 1 will attack Metham and 1 will attack Mascilius. What is the armor class of each?
Mascilius is a 4. Metham is a 3.
Okay. Okay. And okay, they will attack both of you and hit you. Mascilius takes 2 damage.
Okay.
And loses a point of strength. This is, just kind of mark it on the side. You know what I mean? The other one takes 3 damage and loses a point of strength. You'll feel like the warmth kind of drain out of your body. Okay, it's back to initiative again. 5.
3.
Okay. I will let you guys do range combat, but if you roll a 1, you're gonna friendly fire. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys got what, 3? You said?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna go first.
If you need to switch back out with
Nothing may need to.
target something.
Okay, hit Mascilius. 1 damage and a point of strength.
Which one?
Mascilius, the fighter.
Okay.
And they sort of reach into your chest and then just pull downwards. So you'll actually see their wrist and their elbow, kind of they pass
Hit
through you.
Armor class 3 with an arrow.
Okay, they're armor class 7. They're really, you shooting with an arrow? Oh, that's right. It passes right through them. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a magic weapon.
Okay.
Actually, neither of my guys have magic
Alright.
weapons.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you guys can
sword.
go. That's right. You kind of been. I guess you got the magic boots.
I took
But
the boots, yeah.
so yeah,
And I got the coin.
if anybody feels like they're getting cheated on magic items, feel free to step up and say something.
No,
Facilities
there's
will
not
miss.
been one that's made sense for my guys yet.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, Tark
And then
can
met
take
them with the
anything.
magic
Yeah.
hammer.
Yeah, it's still glowing.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Oh, nice.
And kill all of them. So it's double, right? And then
Yeah,
double.
it's yeah, whatever I said in there for against undead.
So 64.
Wow.
That's the other thing. The Hackmaster has crazy damage dice, like a great axe.
All right, so yeah, it's 3d4 plus nice.
Yeah, so 3d4 plus 8. And then my strength is now a 16, which I think is still a plus 2.
So what? 64 plus 8. Yeah. Okay. That's good.
64 plus 8 plus
Plus strength.
Strength. My strength's now a 16, which will still be a plus 2, so 4 more on top.
Okay.
So 3d4 plus 12. Okay.
Hmm.
27.
27.
That's enough damage to kill anybody in the
That
party.
is enough. Let's just roll a 20. You're gonna blow through 2 of them. Your swing is so strong that you blow through the first one and it just kind of dissipates, and the follow through hits another one and makes him dissipate as well. So I guess you swing sideways. You hit one in the side and just blow right through the other one. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
So, in the meantime, who discovered that I can't hit them even if I wanted to?
This is true. I forgot about that. All right, another round of initiative.
Go ahead.
3.
Okay, this will be simultaneous, so go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay. So first.
So there are 2 of them left, and they've sort of drifted up.
First magic sword. 10.
They're AC 7. They're real easy to hit. As long as you have a magic weapon.
Yep. Okay. I don't think he doesn't have a strength bonus anymore. He's down to a 12, but he's still got AC 6. So.
Okay.
Eight points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay.
And the cleric. Good enough to hit.
This is the cleric again. So
Yeah.
got the death versus or death to death.
Yeah.
Warhammer.
14.
Oh my. Okay, that'll dissipate that one as well. He'll turn into dusty power.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so they get to go. Miss and hit on Metham. Metham will take 1 point of damage and 1 point of strength. And as you guys are looking in the room, you'll see some sort of pile of things in the back of the room. All right, another initiative roll.
4.
Okay, you guys are first.
2 on 1.
Yeah.
Yep,
First fighter.
AC 7.
He will hit for 7 damage.
Okay, plow into him. Send some of his ghostly presence flying.
And then the cleric. Gonna be close. 10. Okay, I need to know the bonus of a 15 strength.
La la la.
I don't know if he just dropped into the +1 range or he still.
That's actually, I don't think I had that listed on the outside here. That would be in the very beginning.
+1.
Plus 15. Yep, then I miss.
So you miss. Okay.
Yeah. If it was a +2, it would have hit.
Okay.
AC 8.
So it will attack, and it'll miss.
Okay.
So round of initiative, got a 2. Attacks again, it misses. Your turn.
Sword.
Reaches
hits.
into your chest. Tries to rip out your heart, misses.
Alright. Sword does 3.
Okay, he's still kicking.
Hammer. 8. 11.
Looks like it's trying to lunge for
12.
eyes.
AC 7.
Okay, you hit just barely. You might be able to take him out here if you roll well.
Hammer time.
Yeah.
Turner. Got 2 guys.
12.
Okay, that'll blow him into some sort of ethereal hell.
Back where they came from.
Send them back where they came from, indeed.
Yeah, the question is how long is it going to take you to recover strength?
Yeah.
That's hurting both of my guys a lot.
I believe it's like 1 a day, something like that. It's tough.
This is like 1 per level or something.
Maybe we'll say a D2 per day. We'll give you a little bit of chance. See if you can beef it up a little bit. Okay, so there is a pile of stuff in the back of the room. Looks like possibly the remains of those that have not survived against these shadowy creatures.
Well, probably not too many magic weapons in the file.
Yeah, that
Could be.
Could be.
All right, so we go and check out that pile.
Yeah.
Seer and I'll let you check out the pile. Seer and Tark will keep their eyes on the doors.
Okay.
Is there a door on the south side of this?
Yes, there is.
Okay. And there's a door to the west.
Door to the west, door to the east.
And the east. Okay. So we'll keep our eyes on the doors just in case anything comes in while you go through the stuff since you did all the work to kill the thing.
Search the heck out of the pile.
Okay. You find 4 potions that are the same color.
Okay.
Don't be right.
Yeah.
And just for the sake of speeding things up, they smell like very strong healing potions. So you can put 4 extra healing potions. In fact, you guys could each take 2 if you want.
Everybody gets 1 extra strong healing potion.
Yeah.
What does that actually do, actually? I think it's in the Labyrinth Lord game book. Potion. Extra healing. Yeah, extra healing does 3d6 plus 3. And you can imbibe it in 3 separate equal portions if you want. So you can imbibe it 1d6 plus 1, 1d6 plus 1, 1d6 plus 1, or...
Which means that probably Basilius is going to chug 1, whereas Metham will be sipping.
So yeah, so you can drink it in 1/3 sections if you so wish. There is a scroll that looks like it's a clerical scroll, I believe.
Well, Metham will take a look at that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You think that's a... Oh, that's right. You think it is a scroll, ward against undead.
Oh, now we've got that.
This is the guy I had it before.
Yeah, the guy before you get a chance to use it again.
There is a small black cube that looks kind of strange. Looks like it has some sort of maybe properties to it.
Alright, so we got a magical black cube.
And there are 2... Let's see here. There are 2 swords in the room. And if you guys want to do some random stuff, roll D100s. You feel like choosing your own fate?
So do one and I'll do the other one.
Sure.
96.
96.
35.
35. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to think how to do this. I'm going to give you guys interesting things, and you're not going to know what they do. The first sword is like almost like a double sword, like where your normal sword has 1 blade. This has like 1 blade this side and 1 blade like slightly to the side of it. So it's like 2 swords.
Is that the 35 or the 96?
Oh, that's a 35. And let's see here. What's that do? Like how it says things, it doesn't actually tell you what they do. Huh, that's kind of weird.
The Death Doctor sword.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't shoot out like that. Yeah. It seems to be magical in some way, so just write that down. That's right. I should try to figure out. How would you guys know?
So you able to figure out what these things we were fighting were?
You think they were shadows? They're actually specifically not undead, but it's like your hammer still affected them. They're immune to turns, so it actually says right in the description. Okay, so we'll just say this right here. Let's see here. If you swing the sword around a little bit and try to
sword or
the double sword, it will turn to flame whenever it hits something. So we'll say it's a sword +1, does a d6 of extra damage in flames. I think swords do like d8.
Right, it's a long sword.
Yeah, it's like a long sword. And you rolled a 96, did you not?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of interesting. Your sword, if you swing around a little bit, seems like it does cold damage whenever you strike something.
It just looks like a regular single sword.
Well, actually, let me look at the list of weapons. I think yours is actually a little different. Oh, since the double blades, that's right. We'll say that sword does a d10 instead of d8. Normally. A d10 plus d6. Flame. Where's the weapon? I'll put in that. I think as a thief, you can really use any weapon you want, right? It doesn't really matter.
Unless I gave it to the retainer.
We'll say that this one is... we'll say it's a bastard sword. So it does 2d4. It's actually +2. And what does Frostbrand do? I need to look that up. Just say it back. Where does Frostbrand? Pretty sure. Oh, I can't find it. For right now, I just say it does a d6 worth of cold damage, in addition to the 2d4. Okay. That's pretty much all that's in the room. The healing potions, the wand, the scroll. Oh, not wand. Yeah, that's right. Okay. The room has been plundered.
Yeah, see, it's...